I am DeAnna Hopkins, a formerly incarcerated individual and a benefactor of Dress for Success resources and services. My mother worked at Christ Hospital, so I always thought I would end up in a medical field in some aspect or another. But right around 1998, I had been actively engaged in using drugs. Started out as recreational, smoking weed, drinking, thinking it was the cool thing to do. And I ultimately started using crack cocaine. Original sentence was 5 years community supervision. And I remember the day of sentencing, I was literally under the influence of cocaine and alcohol and had not slept in days and showed up in court. And I immediately tried to figure out, how do I face the judge?
DeAnna was in pretty deep trouble. She seemed angry at first, but I saw in DeAnna a person that wanted to help herself. During my career, I always tried to throw ropes to people who were deserving. I felt she was deserving, and I threw DeAnna a rope. I could have sent her to prison, which I didn't do. I sent her to local jail and to a drug rehab center. She was told, you have to get involved in something constructive, and she did that. Dress for Success.
Once I got to the reentry phase, meaning I was starting to look for jobs out in the community, but I didn't have clothes. So the reentry coordinator at the time had connected with Dress for Success. She brought a couple of us to Dress for Success to get suited for job interviews. And then once you got the job interview, you can come back and get a couple of more outfits.
DeAnna was our first client, and I had the opportunity to dress her.
Carol was one of the first persons that made me feel valuable. They made a big deal about try this on.
I didn't know how she viewed us, being really caring of her.
They provided the resources, the clothing that I needed to look for a job, but they always encouraged me to stay connected and come back.
We would give them a gift for attending classes. That was the incentive to get the women there.
But what I didn't realize is what I was learning by being a part of that professional women's group. We talked about college and financial aid. These weren't just classes. These were classes to help me move to another level of my life. Enrolled in college, got my associates, moved on, and ultimately get my master's degree from the University of Cincinnati. And that first suiting, that was a lifeline. Those lifelines have led to who I am today. Hamilton County was looking for a director of reentry. So I applied, ultimately got the position. I walked into the federal government in a leadership position with a criminal background, running all of corrections and reentry under Second Chance. But that's all because an organization like Dress for Success truly believed in investing in the women who came through their doors. This is our story of transformation that explains my process and the process for 70 million other individuals.
I believe in Dress for Success. I think they have good ideas of helping people prepared for employment and how to be a success.
My only dream at the time was to just be a productive member of society and not use drugs and ever be incarcerated again. What I got is more than I ever could have dreamed of.
It really does change lives.
Dress for Success exists because the generosity of other people helping this nonprofit.
Continue to donate so that they can keep building and keep growing, to keep impacting hundreds of women just as they've done for me.